All right, we're looking at number 70 on your EOC review packet. So we want to write a system of equations in standard form that has the graph shown. So we're going to start with one line and then the other. Doesn't matter which one's which. Let's start with this one that has a positive slope. So even though we want standard form eventually, from a graph it's easiest to get slope intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. B is where you begin the y-intercept. So if you look here, it's at -3. And then m is how you move. So you want to pick 2 points and count the slope. I'm going to choose the x and y intercepts just because they're easy to count from. So I'm going to rise 1, 2, 3 and run 1, 2. So this is 3 halves, rise 3, run 2, and it's a positive slope, so that works out. So this is the slope intercept form, but the direction is specifically set in standard form. Standard form is ax plus by equals c. A, b, and c are integers, so no fractions or decimals, and a is not negative. So I'm going to get rid of this fraction first. So I'm going to multiply each term on both sides by 2. So now I have 2y. The reason I chose 2 is that these will simplify and leave me 3x minus 6. So now I have no fractions. So my y's are fine and my constant's fine, but the x's need to be over here. Remember I used the example of twisting it into a pretzel shape. You just want to rearrange it till it fits that particular form. So we're going to subtract 3x from both sides. Since these are not like terms, we'll just have -3x plus 2y. This is 0 equals -6. Now, for some books and teachers, this is good enough, but most want this to be non-negative. So we're either going to multiply or divide each term by -1 and make this positive 3x minus 2y equals positive 6. So that is one of our equations. Now we need to do the same thing for the other line, this one over here, with the negative slope. So I'm going to start with y equals mx plus b. B is where I begin, so on the y-axis, right here, the y-intercept is at 2. M is how I move, the slope. So I'm going to pick, again, the x and y-intercept because they happen to be easy points. You don't have to use intercepts. As long as you use any that are on a corner, like this point would be fine, this point would be fine, you will get the same slope. Because remember, that's one of the things that makes a function linear is that it has a constant rate of change. It's the thing that makes it linear. So we're going to count 1, 2, and that was down, so -2, and right 2, which is positive. So -2 over 2 is my slope. Well, I could simplify that to -x plus 2. It wouldn't hurt to put the 1 there, but I know that 1 times x is 1, so I don't need it. So there's my slope-intercept form, but again, our directions said standard form. So I need to rearrange to look like this. So I'm going to add x to both sides. So x plus y is equal to 2. So I have no fractions, no decimals. X is y is a constant, so that's standard form. So my system then is 3x minus 2y equals 6, and x plus y equals 2.